Ramayana Kalpavrksam
Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtham Vatatmajam Vanarayudha Mukhyam Sri Rama Dutam Sirasa Namami. Jai Srimannarayana. I am saying for you all. Jai Srimannarayana. Priya Bhagavad Bandho, we are really delighted and honored by Srimati Anandaji, who invited us here today. Just a week before, she sent us a mail in which they have shown a few glimpses of what happened earlier. And surprisingly, she met with us in Apollo Hospital very recently when we were there for the 36th Brahmotsavas of the hospital. And there she again explained about the event here and invited us here. We are offering our prayers to you, Ma, for making this wonderful presentation to the audience of this Bhagya Nagar. So you are making this place as really Bhagya Nagar. It is because this year is a really unique year. We all know well. Lord Rama, after many centuries, came to his place and celebrating wonderful festival. The whole world is celebrating that festival. When we were there on 22nd of the January, then there were a few lakhs of people. And even today, the same number is continuing. The flow of devotion and the devotees is continuing every day. It did not reduce and it's being increased day by day. It is because Rama returned. When Rama returned to his own kingdom, Ayodhya, in those days, in Treta Yuga, people of course celebrated so much. But now his return is unique. It's unique because no person so far was dare enough to bring him back or to invite him back to his own place. But our beloved Prime Minister was dare enough to make the place authorized, legalized, and made a very beautiful temple and brought Rama back to his abode. So this year is a historic year because it's rejuvenating the Bharat Atma, the Bharat culture. Because Rama has returned, now it became our responsibility to know more about Rama, to talk more about Rama, to play more about Rama, to sing the glories of Rama, and to share a lot with our friends and relatives across the world with regard to Rama and his glories. So, Srimati Anandaji rightly felt that performing this Ramayana Kalpavrksam is very apt before the Sobhakrit year completes now. As we know very well, Ramayanam is Kalpavrksham, of course, because in the very first sarga of Ramayana, which was given by the great sage Narada to Valmiki, he says, Pathan dvijo va grishabhatva syat kshatriyo bhumi patitva vanik jana panya phalatva janascha sudropi mahatva Everyone, no matter who they are, whether they are scholarly or business guys or rulers or normal people, anybody, when they take the shelter of Sri Ramayana, they always will be flourishing. They fulfill their all sorts of desires which will be beneficial for the world. Thus Ramayana became a Kalpavruksha. But my friends, Ramayana is the story happened probably 1.75 million years ago, as per our scriptures. But of course, there are so many research scholars who talk about Ramayana, and its time as 15,000 years or 20,000 years or something like that, but let it be. But it happened long before. And then why even today we need to talk about Ramayana? Why we need to discuss about Rama and his stories? Most of us know very well, we never feel Rama is someone else. We feel as if Rama as our brother or our uncle or our father or our son or someone as if he is very closely related to us. We always feel that with all the characters. And of course, we see Surpanakhas also sometimes, here and there. And we see Tatakas also somewhere here and there. And we see so many other characters. But whatever the character may be from Ramayana, we never feel that they are some old grandma stories. We feel it is an integral part of our life, Ramayana. It is because the great sage Valmiki asked a question to Narada to just say something about a human being, a real human being. He wanted to know about a real human being who is visible today. And the question is so relevant in spite of so many decades and centuries and millennia. The question is so relevant. Rama is a real man. Valmiki did not think that Rama is God. We think about Rama as God. Not only we, but of course many great scholars also think about Rama as he is God. Of course, before his avatara, his appearance, yes, he was God. Because etasminnantare Vishnuhu upayataha mahadyutihi, Ramayana itself says, during the yagam, Dasharatha was performing, as all the devatas appeared there, so also Lord Vishnu appeared there. And then they requested him to take the human form and eliminate all their problems and difficulties by just removing Ravana from the scene. That's what they said. Jehi Ravanam Samyuge. Those poor guys do not understand how to just beg. Because begging is also an art, isn't it? So they do not know that how to beg before Lord Mahavishnu. They said, "Hey Lord Mahavishnu, please appear as a human being on this planet and wage war with Ravana and kill him in the war." So many conditions they put. And Lord said, "Okay, that's okay." He accepted for that, and then he came in a human form. After his avatara, again he was Vishnu. Yes, but during his avatara, he is 100% a real human being. Many people tried while talking to him that you are God himself. But very humble he was and said, Atmanam Manusham Manye Ramam Dasarathatmajam. I am so sorry. I have father. I have a place of birth. My, the birth certificate is also there. And I'm a human being. I want to be a human being only. Let me live like a human being. That is the reason even today we worship Rama. The message that he wants to say to the world, we are all human beings. I think that I am a human being. So also you, I feel. But there are some people who think that they are God incarnate. Though they have many a limitation, but still they think that they are God incarnate. Let them. But we know we are all human beings. If a human being leads his life like a real human being, he'll be worshipped even by devatas. Even by devatas. Rama lived like a human being. 100% he lived like a human. And hence all the devatas are after him, including Brahma, including Rudra, Indra, all devatas. And if a human being leads his life like a real human being, and people worship him more than God. Rama did not ask for a temple for him. Rama did not expect that anybody will be worshipping him. But we, because there is no other option for us to learn something about a human values and humanity, and we kept in front of us and trying to get some kind of human values for us. We know very well Rama is considered as Adarsya Purushottama. Right? What does it mean by Adarsya? Adarsam in Sanskrit is a mirror. A mirror. We all know mirrors, right? Because without mirror we can't lead even a few hours of our life. Mirror is very much needed, which shows our own form to us. It never adds anything, nor it deletes anything, but it shows you what you are and how you have to conduct yourself. This is what a mirror does, and a mirror shows to you. Rama and Ramayana is the best mirror ever available in this world, given by great sage Valmiki. It's a mirror. You look into that, you are visible somewhere. Sometimes you may be with Rama, sometimes you may be with Lakshmana, sometimes you may be with Bharata or Shatrughna, or of course sometimes you may be with Hanuman or Sugriva, sometimes Vali, sometimes Ravana, Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna of course is every day visible to us anyway. And every day we experience Kumbhakarna with us. And we can see ourselves, in some part of Ramayana as a character. We appear there. No character is, less, and no character is more. Every character has its own role to play in this world. But what we need to remember, if you want to be a Vali, then what will be the fate you need to understand. You might have born in some place, in some body, it doesn't matter. But from there itself you can get excellence. Vali and Sugriva both are Vanaras. But if you lead a life like a Vali, then your fate will be something different. But if you lead a life like Sugriva, from there itself you will get excellence. Even some people might have born as Rakshasas. It doesn't matter because it's one among many, many species in this world. But being a Rakshasa also is not a bad thing. But if you lead like Vibhishana, then you will be worshipped by the whole world. And if you are Kumbhakarna, yes, 50%. If you are Ravana, 0%. Ramayana is a very big mirror which shows our own form in some or the other part of it and how to lead our life. This is what we need to learn from Ramayana. And the Kalpavrksam, which was presented by the great Kavi Samrat, Vishwanatha Satyanarayana Garu, is of course gave a very, very detailed elaboration of the whole characteristic of the human life. Remember, my friends, there are so many Ramayanas appeared on this earth, in this world, right? Many people wrote Ramayanas. But when you talk about the authenticity and authority, it is only the great sage Valmiki. Anything goes in tune to Valmiki, it becomes authority. If it crosses the lines laid by Valmiki, that may not be, living last. It's not a mythology, it's a history. Ramayana is not a Purana, it is Itihasa. It is a history of our own lives. So we need to lead our own life in a better way, where we have to live with all. You have to lead your life with humans, with animals, and with nature, with whatnot. You have to lead. We always hear a slogan called Manava Sevaye, Madhava Seva, which always causes a kind of pain to us. You know why? Because it is the man who causes damage to everything. We know very well, water is polluted not by any other creature than we. Proudly we can say, we. Air is polluted by us. Earth is contaminated by us. And trees are spoilt by us. Animals have been damaged by us. Even we also got damaging ourselves, because we are human beings, right? God blessed us with a very powerful tongue. Very powerful tongue. Can we say that I never spoke lies in my life? Anybody? Including the one who holds the mic? If somebody raises hand, that's another bigger lie. So even that ability also is being abused. So my question always goes like, can you say that Manava Seva ye? Madhava Seva? This kind of man? we always feel that every creature is a creation of God. Animals, birds, trees, water, mountains, earth, air, everything. And when everything is His creation, and we are a part of it, and you say that Manava Seva Ye, as if nothing else is Madhava Seva. Words speak a great deal, right? When you say Manava Seva Ye, there are two women sitting, and we say only this woman is great. Very dangerous thing. We may not go down from the dais, So words make a lot of difference, right? So when we say that Manava Seva Ye, it definitely says that you can spoil rest of the things. Nothing happens. That is where we need to know about Rama. That's where we need to learn about Rama. That's where our Ramayana is very much relevant for us to understand and practice. We give you just a couple of examples. We're not taking much time of yours. Rama was loved by everybody. We know it very well, right? Rama was very much loved by all the people in Ayodhya. When he went to forest, even the hunters loved Rama. Rishis, of course, they loved Rama. Monkeys, they loved Rama. Rakshasas, they loved Rama. This is not a great thing. When Rama was left on the banks of Ganga, Sumantra was returning to Dasaratha because he has to again give the information to the king. And while he was returning, what happened on the way? He was explaining to his king, Dasaratha. He said, "Oh my majesty, I waited for 7 days because Rama may call me." He is, of course, very much acquainted with the forest, no problem. But Sita is not. And Sita is so Sukumari, very tender. And when she walks barefooted in the forest, the stones, the grass blades, the thorns, etc., may hurt her. And when she says, Rama is not able to bear with the pain of Sita. And he may call Sumantra, "Hey Sumantra, come on, okay, you carry Sita. I will be walking, but you take care of Sita for all these 14 years. Sumantra was expecting that from Rama. But Rama left into the forest, and 7 days were passed, and no call from Rama. So with heavy heart, Sumantra was forced to return. But while returning, it was, just beginning of summer. He was so thirsty. Horses also were so thirsty. And it was hot sun in the afternoon. He wanted to take rest for a moment under some tree, but he found all the trees were totally dried and withered. Not because of sun. Because those trees were not able to bear with the pangs of separation from Rama. He wanted to drink, some water and provide that water to the horses. And he was about to reach some water places like rivers or some tanks or some small creeks, etc. But the moment he was reaching nearer, there was a kind of vapor coming from the water, as if the water is boiling, not because of the sun. It is just because of the separation from Rama. Api vrikshaha parimlanaha sapushpankura korakaha upataptodakaha nadyaha palvalamsi saramsi cha palvalani saramsi cha. This is what Sumantra says to Dasaratha, which explains to us Rama was a real human being that loved everything in this nature, not just humans. He believed that not Manava Sevaye Madhava Seva. He believed that Madhava Sevaga Sarva Prani Seva. That was the reason he supported Sugriva. That was the reason he supported Vibhishana, a good demon, and made him the ruler of Lanka and made Sugriva the ruler of Kishkindha. He was not interested in grabbing anybody's wealth and properties. He was happy with what God blessed with. And he wanted that everybody should be enjoying their own share provided by God, including the creatures like birds, animals, and trees, etc. So the point is, the bottom line is, don't hurt anything in this nature. Take care of every creature. Every object of this universe is what Rama said and practiced. That should be the nature of a human being, a real human being. Definitely there will be some problems, always come. Ups and downs always will be there in anybody's life, no matter. We know very well Rama's life was not just a bed of roses. He faced so much pain, but still he maintained that equilibrium. He never just cried rolling, and he never hit the roof when there was joy. Be able to bear with the situations whichever are encountered in your life, and travel towards your goal of sharing the joys and pains. We do so. We share the joys of others and we throw pains onto others. But it should be other way around. When somebody is in pain, try to share. You can reduce your pain. When you have something to enjoy, see that it is shared with everybody. You can double your joy. This is what Rama practiced as a human being. And we are also human beings. We expect that we should be human beings. And we are all human beings. And we need a model. He is a perfect model in front of us. And we can copy things. Copying is not a bad idea here. It is accepted. So the Kalpavrksam, Ramayana Kalpavrksam, or anything related to Rama and his life and his history and with regard to Ramayana is very, very, very much needed to all of us. Not only to us means in Bharat, but to all the human beings across the world, no matter in what religion, in what race, in what color, and in what place they are. Probably that is the reason even in Indonesia, like places, people play Ramayana. Though they are Islamic people, but they practice Ramayana thinking that it is having so much for them to learn and teach so much to others too. Anybody wants to lead a human life, a real human life, here is the wonderful mirror, a magic mirror that provides you good stuff so that you can become a real human and you can spread the message of the real human life and values. We offer our Mangala Sasanams to Srimati Anandaji and her team of the artists, because art is something that captures our hearts. So much we can learn through that. We can enjoy. We can also enjoy through discourses, but an art form is always a bewitching stuff that catches our heart and attention. And she chose this art form to teach the values of humans through Ramayana Kalpavrksam. And this is the second in the series. And I'm sure that this mission continues to take the message across the globe and see that everybody gets inspired through this. Once again, Mangala Sasanams to Sri Ramayana Kalpavrksam and its team and also its supporters, because Srimati Suchitra ji is not only supporting with good health the world, but also with this kind of support to the artists to present wonderful things, our Mangala Sasanams to her, and also to Srimati Chitraji, for giving a wonderful support, because the Kalakshetram, right? And is a very powerful and very nice message that she also has given, our Mangala Sasanams to you, and also to all of you who are always standing support for this kind of great events and activities. God bless you all with a power of Mahalakshmi to support always this kind of great events. Jai Srimannarayana.
Rama